Well, welcome everybody to another Monday night of racing. It's the Midwest Days of Thunder Xfinity series, and this week they're bringing the Xfinity cars to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, one of our favorite ovals to go to. It's a mile and a half. As soon as they get practice session wrapped up here in a few minutes, we'll cover qualifying for you guys, and then we're going to have a 110 lap feature. That's 165 miles. I didn't do the math on that one. We can thank Mr. Adam Turner for that. But I'm Alan English, and up in the booth with me today we got Mr. Gary Sack, also running the controls. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing pretty good. Looking forward to some good, clean, as always, really clean and exciting racing that these Xfinity guys put on. We got a few really good guys in the field, plus some guys racing down. That'll make it really interesting.
Yeah, always kind of a cool thing when the Cup drivers race down in some of these races, and we've got a few here tonight. And it's a night race, which we all enjoy very much. And down there on pit road, you love a good night race too, don't you, Mr. Adam Turner?
Yeah, I do. It's Vegas, and it's a little cool on the track for Vegas. 69 degrees, 0 fast repair, 65% fuel. I like the different lines you can run here. I think we're gonna have a good one.
Awesome. These guys are putting in some pretty good lap times. Looks like Mr. Jason Ricketts in that number one Valvoline Ford Mustang is got the top spot right now with a 30.54. Not everybody's qualified, or I'm sorry, not everybody's turned a lap here in practice. A couple of guys not really out there to try to set the fastest practice time. They're just trying to kind of feel the rhythm of the track here. This is kind of a rhythm track, I think, and out there kind of trying to establish it early. It's been a while since we've been at Vegas.
Yeah, I think they're trying to. A lot of them might be trying to see how fast they can go while saving tires. If they can keep their average lap higher longer and make that move on these guys that are burning up tires. There's always those guys that are burning tires up. So.
Well,
Yeah.
this is one of those
Practice going on, I think.
Gary, how important is practicing green flag pit stops here? Because this is one of those tracks where we might see it tonight, some green flag pitting.
I always try to practice green flag pit stops at least 3 or 4 times every track that we go to, no matter whether I've been to that track before or not. Because if you mess up the green flag pit stops, it'll really cost you a lot of time. But if you get nailed perfect, then you could gain a lot of time from other people messing up during green flag pit stops.
Oh,
Sorry, doing a little housekeeping here.
yeah, we got a lot of typing going on. We came on that early, wasn't really prepared for everything. I got to get with my union rep on that one.
Yeah, let me see this. Let's shoot y'all this little cheat sheet I got for you.
Oh, right. Does it come with like any free beer advertisement or anything?
Man, I wish.
Maybe a
No,
coupon?
nothing like that.
Maybe a voucher. We're gonna go to voucher soon. I'm pretty sure y'all.
We're gonna go to the
realize.
voucher system.
Yeah,
What do they
just
call
the
it?
voucher.
Ration card. It's called a ration card.
Yeah, you can have this and you can have that, but
Good for
Oh.
one hard tack biscuit.
yeah. But if I work in DC, I don't have to apply it. Those rules don't apply for me.
Well, yeah. Rules for thee, but not for me. We've heard a lot of that
What's going on?
past couple of years.
So,
There you go. I just sent it to you. Gary, sorry about the off-topic chatter here,
It's all
Hello.
good.
folks in the audience listening. But Gary, do you have Excel on your computer?
I do not. I've got Google
Okay.
Sheets.
Well, you can open it. You can probably open it with something like if you got Firefox or something. I think it's still open. Anyway,
yeah, you really take care of business today.
how about picks tonight? Who are you guys going to be watching tonight? Not, not take into account these practice times, because these practice times aren't really going to mean a lot, uh, you know, before they qualify and all. But and qualifying isn't everything, as we know.
And that's surviving sometimes, right?
Yeah, and no, I don't want to say it, but this track is not super wide. Uh, they may have some difficulty passing it. Well,
It gets a little racy, I think. In the
Yeah, it
corner.
does.
you think we'll see some multiple racing lines here? It looks like we got see Grosso's trying to hold that middle line, and Davey tried to run low right there here in our practice session, and he just couldn't make it work that low. I
Yeah,
don't know. I think it may be hard to pass here.
It depends on the tire situation too. Like on fresh tires, one lane may be the preferred lane, but once it gets to old tires, you may want to start moving down there to see how that'll all play out. It all just depends on how long of a run we get and where the lines are forming.
Oh, well, as far as picks, this is a good question. I think people didn't y'all jinx people that you picked last week?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can tell you who's been impressive in practice so far is Alan Kewins, David Hendricks, Eric Fiorello, Angel Hernandez, and Francisco Villarreal. They're putting in some work out there, and the field isn't that spread apart that far, as far as time. If you're looking down the lap time, so it should be pretty bunched together. It looks like tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like we got a pretty decently sized field here tonight as well. We got 24 people, I think, registered for the session. So we got a good amount of people showing up tonight.
Yeah, a few of those are guys racing down from Cup, but not too many. Hey, did you guys want to maybe see if somebody will talk to us? I'm thinking, what y'all think about see if Mike Simone wants to talk to us?
Yeah, let me see if I can find him here in one of these VCs. He's in North-South.
North-South racing.
Do you want me to jump down there and see if he's available first?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we can bring these guys up, see what they think, and hopefully they'll have a little bit more to say than us about the track. I'm not that familiar with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, let me go here and pull up the race info so that we can see. Looks like we got around a 67-degree track temp, and the wind speed is 13 miles an hour. So we'll see how that plays to effect, but it's a pretty cool track out there tonight, so these guys will have a lot more grip, I think.
Mike Simone is not available, so
Not available.
yeah.
He
No
shunned us.
comment.
He shunned us. Okay. Well, we can always bring up Francisco Villarreal. I bet he wouldn't mind talking to us for a second.
Yeah, why don't we bring up Francisco here?
Let's do it.
I'll go ahead and pull him up.
Hopefully it's not in the middle of anything. Francisco, it's the guys up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Hey, what's your plans tonight, buddy? We look forward to seeing that 24 run some pretty good times out there tonight. What you got for these guys?
Big thing's gonna try and keep it off the wall. This setup that's in this car is tight. You cannot get on the throttle anywhere on entry or anything like that to try and push it. You have to hold off. So it's gonna be about patience and just setting them up for corners.
Well, is that going to make it hard to pass on the inside? We saw a little bit of that here in the practice session. We saw the 81 try to pass somebody on the inside, and it just started plowing. And he just went straight up the racetrack. We're going to see a lot of that tonight from guys trying to run that inside line.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very tough on the inside. It's gonna have to be on the outside.
Well, We'll be rooting you on. We're about to go to qualifying, so we'll let you get your business done. But thanks for talking to us, and good luck, man.
I appreciate it.
Let me set him back
I
down.
got him for you.
All right.
Oh man, you guys are working quick on the computers. All right, so we're gonna set this thing up with qualifying. This will kind of see where everybody stands after the next 5 minutes. So you got 5 minutes to do 2 laps.
And they can do more. We'll see if we get any guys that go out there and just run a little bit of extra practice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to get a few more laps in or practicing some green flag pits. So run your qualifying laps and then do your best to get that thing slowed down.
Right now we're looking at Angel Hernandez. He's the first guy that came out for qualifying. We'll see how he runs this line. Looks like he's running the bottom through the turns. Oh, and he barely tapped the wall, I think. He might have missed it, but it was really close.
Man, I'm out here watching Greg Klein. Is he driving a Toyota? I thought he was a Ford man. Looks like he's
I don't know.
in a Toyota machine, putting in a couple of laps here.
Yes, that's the Andolini's Pizzeria Toyota Supra. You seen those Supras in real life? They got this tongue-shaped spoiler on the back of them that really kind of strange looking if you've never seen one before.
Yeah, I think they added that spoiler kind of as a throwback to the original Toyota Supra that you saw in the original Fast and Furious movie. That I believe it was in the early 2000s that the original Supra came out. It had that big old wing on the back.
Well, Jack and Clark's Fun Videos joining us over on YouTube saying good luck, everyone. And Bob Gallinger saying good luck, boys. So good luck to all of our drivers tonight. You know, we're a good ways into the season here in 2022. And, guys looking to still, a lot of guys out here still looking for that first win, looking for a couple of top fives to try to solidify their place because, before you know it, the playoffs will be here.
I like what Travis 72 said. Hope it's a good race. Better than what real NASCAR has been this year. And that's
I hope they get the bugs worked out of
just don't buy the first generation car of anything.
Of anything.
Don't be
first
that
generation
bad.
boat, first generation,
Yeah.
airplane engine. I don't care what it is.
Kinks out, and it has been an odd season so far from what I could tell. And when they crashed, it doesn't look the same. Everything's off. I mean, let's just go to electric cars and call it a day. That's what Uncle Joe, Mr. Brandon, wants to do. He wants to take it all electric. So why don't we just do that?
Somebody talked about that a while back, saying that that they might go to have an E series, much the way
Formula One, or
Formula E.
whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Formula E.
Oh, they're gonna do it. It's a wrap. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, I think they're gonna add a electric series, but they're also gonna keep the regular series around as their main series until electric cars become the norm, I think.
Well, that's not gonna happen for a long time, but it doesn't matter. They can push their agenda on everything. So, especially if you're in California, we're gonna be able to race out there next year with the emissions issues that a NASCAR race brings to a facility like that.
I'm not sure. I guess a
Right.
bigger question would be, can they keep making parts for next gen cars? Because we've seen a lot of strange breakages and stuff on the new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I think one of the things that they did that's really gonna keep you're gonna have a lot fewer tire failures and stuff is the new composite body that they ran in Xfinity last year or two. where if they get a tire, if they rub a tire into the wall or into another driver, that fender's going to bounce back out. It's not going to say caved in like a sheet metal fender and cut your tire down. So hopefully see a lot less of that. But yeah, even with those new forged alloy wheels, they're having wheels break and stuff. So I don't know. They have a lot of stuff to address, as it looks like we're just about ready to grid here.
Yeah, let's get the party started, man. Looks like Alan Kewins made the fastest lap time.
This is the second week in a row we've seen Kewins with a great qualifying run.
Didn't he get part of a new rig or pedals or something? I think he
may have some upgraded equipment that'll help him some. But let's get to it. We got 24 drivers on the field tonight, and on the pole is the 60 of Alan Kewins. Outside of him, Davey Hendricks in the 81 McDonald's machine. Row 2 is Joshua Grosso in the Kodak. And number 27 of Red Stick Mike Simone in the DHL machine. The 73 of Tim Harmon in that Tree Shaker Tackle Company number 5, or in 5th place. The 6 of Tony Fry in the Viagra Ford in 6th. The 25 of Eric Cokeman Fiorello driving that Coke machine in 7th. The 42 of Angel Hernandez starting 8th. The 92 of Greg Klein in that Toyota starting in 9th. The 24 of Francisco Villarreal will round out your top 10.
There you go. 44, Bob Gallagher. Number 11, 93, Isaac Wilson in 12th there. 31, Alan Slider Dixon. 13, the 113 of Eric Warman in 14th place. 32, Michael Giberson in 15th. 91 of Thomas Girth, 16th position. 51 of Ken Olson in 17th. 69 of Michael Gervey, 18th position. Number 7 of Thomas Stanley in 19th. The 37 of Matthew Spires, 20th. And it looks like Matt Foran, Stephen Davis, Jason Ricketts, and Rob Nickel are going to round that thing out. I don't know if somebody's in race control or not, but they're with us tonight nonetheless.
Well, it looks like we're rolling off to start our parade lap here. We'll see what kind of restart we get, or what kind of start we get here. We know that Davey Hendricks is very, very good on these restarts, as we've seen. We're going to see early, I think, which is the preferred line on the restarts, because they do have the choose rule here in the Cup Series of Midwest Days of Thunder for the front row only. So whoever's the leader can pick inside or outside, except for the beginning of the race. I think the whoever has the top time, the pole sitter, will start on the inside, and that's how they're going to line up, and that's how they're going to start tonight, with the 60 of Alan Kewins leading them off here. Here we go as they exit out of 4. That pace truck is going to make his way down. Anytime now there, bud. Very good.
Quick entrance there.
Yeah, here we are coming up on the Geico restart zone. Green flag's out. We're racing here at Las Vegas. Alan Kewins with a great start with Josh Grosso in that Kodak machine right behind him. It's not entirely dependent on cars behind you here. It's really up to you as the lead cars. Hendricks gets a better run right there and passes the 60 with ease. And he's gone. He's got 4 or 5 car lengths on the 60 now. Josh Grosso still running that inside line. Will stay in 3rd place, for now at least. Red Stick Mike Simone working the outside that 27 DHL machine as they come around. And here we go. We're already on lap 2, boys.
And that's pretty quick. Still battling there all the way up to 16th place, 17th. Michael Jordan, 69 car, already has damage in the rear end. He's in the wall, holding it steady into the wall. I think something happened on the restart with him. His rear end is torn up.
These guys are up here still battling for that 2nd position. You got Tim Harmon, Alan Kewins, Anthony Frey, Eric Fiorello. All those guys are trying to catch Joshua Grosso for that second position.
Well, a couple of teammates together now, the 60 and the 73. You gotta try to get single file as kind of as quick as you can, because the longer you fight side by side, the farther out the 81's going to get, the farther out the 23's going to get.
Not only that, but fighting side by side like that for so long, that's going to wear out your tires really quick, and you're not going to have as good a long run speed here once we get late in the run.
That's an excellent point, and as we've heard from Francisco, this is already a very pushy setup. What do you think about that, Turner? I mean, we're going to be burning up some right fronts already. If these guys are going to try to go multiple lanes wide, that's just going to exacerbate the situation.
Yeah, I think this track does eat up tires quite a bit too. So it's just going to be, who put in the lap times to practice, who did all the work and research to help out and see what happens in the end. Some of these teams are more involved than others. Some guys just show up and race. Some guys sit there all week playing this thing out. So, and sometimes that pays off.
Well, just as a reminder to everybody watching out there, there's no stage racing. There's no stages here in Xfinity Series. So, hey, they're only going to throw that yellow when they have to. It's iRacing controlled cautions here. So, if there's an incident on the track, and there's cars coming up on it, iRacing will definitely throw that yellow flag, as the 6 had a little bit of trouble negotiating turn 4 there. Lost a little bit of ground. Got a bottleneck a little bit behind him, and the 24 is looking low on the 6 now. Oh, no. 60's around collecting a teammate. He might have had a little bit of help from Mike Simone maybe there. Who was inside of him there?
A couple guys went up and over. Let me go back here and look at the yellow that brought out.
Man, that
was a yellow car. Yeah, I think it was Mike Simone kind of went up the track there.
Or did Kewins come down? I couldn't really. A little bit of both, maybe. But
25 upside down and the 60 upside down. Oh man, a couple of cars getting caught up in it on the backside of that wreck. No fast repairs here, man.
They're done. I don't see how they can come back from that.
Oh yeah.
That was a rough one. Oh, it's under investigation.
Yeah, 2 angry idiots got together there. I don't know if it's both. One car came up, one car came down. I think
they were both kind of drifting. I think Alan Kewins was coming down a little bit, and then Red Stick Mike was coming up a little bit. And just, they didn't see each other. The spotters didn't work or something.
A lot of Coca-Cola cars involved in that. The 31 of Alan Dixon and the 25 of Eric Fiorello. Both of those guys, I believe, are Cup guys racing down. Travis 72 say, hey, do they have fast repairs? No, they don't. They took that out this season for Xfinity. And it really has, it seems like it has made guys a little bit more cautious. This is just one of those occasions where it just didn't. That just, and you hate to see that happen early. A couple of these guys that are going to get some repairs done I'm sure they'd rather see it happen early rather than late. Give them a chance to recover.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna, especially Fiorello and Kewins. I don't know if you recover from that at all.
That's a bad wreck.
You might just want to hang it up, but we'll see. I mean, crazier things have happened. But Gerby was really having problems. I don't know. Somebody smacked his back into the car. I had to have been at the restart or the start of the race. So, that's kind of strange. He's already beat up.
Well, this is a long race, as we mentioned, 165 miles, 110 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
And a choose rule is in effect.
Okay,
Looks
there we go. So Tony Fry is going to
like he's on the
start
inside.
inside here.
That's interesting because I think that outside had the better jump after that restart happened and had the better momentum coming out of 1 and 2.
Well, I think the outside maybe had the initial jump, but by the time they got through turn 1, I believe that. No, I think, yeah, you're right. Yeah, going through turn 1, outside definitely had the advantage. Yep,
Yeah, well,
I take that back.
Davey Hendricks would have chose the outside here, right? Unless he was
Probably.
leading this race to begin with. So, nonetheless, on the inside, you're going to have Anthony Fry. On the outside, Davey Hendricks, Josh Grosso, second row inside, 24, Francisco Villarreal on the outside, row two, and then right behind them is going to be Angel Hernandez and Tim Roman, Greg Klein, and Eric Warner. So pace truck is off, and we're about to hit that restart zone, just like the real deal, real NASCAR. And here we go. They let it rip. Looks like a pretty fair jump on both sides with Tony Fry and Davey Hendricks. And Cisco's really put it to the bumper of Davey at the moment, looks like he's looking for a hole to kind of make his move.
73 had some. 73 had a lot of trouble on that restart, Adam, and the 92, his teammate was right behind him trying to push him, bumping his bumper a little bit. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No,
Call it a restart, but
hit it in the wrong gear or something like that.
I don't know if he had it in the wrong gear.
What?
Terry?
Disco is up 8 spots in second place currently. Looks like he just cleared Anthony Fry, and he's gunning for Davey right now. These two could really battle it out because I know they're both great drivers.
Yeah, don't look down, but you got Angel Hernandez in that number 42 Chicago-made paint scheme. He's sneaking his way up here as well, up 4 positions from where he started.
And look at Davey. He goes down underneath that white line on the front stretch. That's something you can do, and I think it's a dangerous move. But if you know how to do it, I think it must help these guys.
Some guys do that at is it Michigan? Michigan or
Kansas,
somewhere.
Michigan,
Yeah.
There's a couple different places you can do
Kansas,
it.
yeah. Francisco
Makes
just
it-
set the fastest lap of the race, the 30:43. Go ahead, Adam, sir.
No, it just makes it interesting that when people are doing it, different. It's like Phoenix. We watch that.
Oh, man, yeah.
When you're cutting the corner there, but you got to come back up, and what is that? You might hurt your splitter and all that stuff underneath the car. So
Yeah, that
It's kind of a
transition
gamble.
kind of rough on your car. I didn't watch any of the races this weekend.
yeah,
I have to go back and watch the highlights, see if there was anything I missed that was worth watching.
I think there was
Yeah,
a
I'll have to
fight.
do that as well.
There was a fight before during qualifying. Mike McDowell was in that. So that's what I'm all about. Seeing those guys throw helmets and throw hands.
Michael McDowell, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the other participant, but I don't even know what it was about.
He got into it with somebody a couple years ago, Daniel Suarez or somebody, I think.
That's
I
who it
believe
was.
so.
That's who it was.
Again, huh?
Or
Same
was that?
deal.
Maybe I was drinking in the garage and watching replay.
That was a couple years ago, I think.
It could have been.
Yeah,
I
they
was
got
just
into
trying
it
to
at the
interject
All-Star race a
fighting.
couple years ago.
They don't like each other. They have bad blood, right? That's kind of
Most
what I'm
of-
going to see here.
Well, we're mostly single file right now, with a couple of rare exceptions. 51 Cheez-It Turtle Wax machine of Ken Olsen. Coming around the 31, Alan Slider Dixon, that Coke car. Looks like he must not have had as much damage as I thought from that accident. Take a look at Alan Dixon's front end here. No, it looks like he's good to go. I don't see any damage on the front end of that 31.
Ooh.
Well, spoke too soon there, maybe, as he had a little contact there.
Yeah, I saw the same thing happen, but it's just a little love tap. Saying hi to each other.
Just a little rubbing.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Get to know your neighbor.
Ricketts, one of those guys, run the high line. Check him out. Coming around out of turn 2 there. Stuck to that outside wall. You can see the marbles up there close to the wall. And for those of you who don't follow a lot of NASCAR, the marbles is the chunks of rubber that are wearing off the tire, and they tend to collect just outside of the racing line. They'll get up there and bounce against the wall there, and there'll be rubber, what they call marbles. And I mean, it might as well be like regular marbles, because you get it up in them things, you're going to lose a lot of traction and maybe smack up against the wall, or maybe lose the rear end. Those things will stick to those hot rubber tires, and you just lose all traction. Well, Ken Olsen looks like he's going to lose a couple spots after picking up one. That 51 machine. He knows it's a long race, got a long tire run here.
That's a marathon, man. We're at lap 20. We have 80 to go, 90 to go. So it's kind of, and I think they're racing like that, kind of single filing out at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think from the guys that did put the practice in, they know how many laps they can really get out of a set of tires. As we see the 71 sliding up in front of the 51. Oh, he catches the wall. Comes off the wall, nearly gets into the 51. One in the 51 back there. That's for... what spot is that for? That was
for 14th.
21st place.
That was
but-
Oh, that was for 14th? Okay.
Everybody's battling. It don't care. I don't care where you're sitting on the track. If you're inside one of these rigs, you're racing, right? I mean, they're pretty wide back there.
Woo,
Both place.
Dixon was in the middle there for a second, quickly jumping down low.
Yeah, Stephen Davis got up in the wall in the office. What is that? Office Space car? Where the stapler guy? Looks
Which one you looking at?
85 is Stephen Davis.
Stephen Davis. Oh yeah, what was the name of that company?
I don't remember, but the guy wanted
Initech.
a stapler. He needed a stapler.
Works for Initech. Outside of the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company machine of Forns.
Oh, is
So
that
a
what
couple
he's
of
in
fictional,
tonight?
couple of fictional company cars out there running. Yeah, Matt Forns, he doesn't just have Dunder Mifflin on there. He's got Shroot Farm Beats, also a co-sponsor on that number 10 machine.
Bob Gallagher and Red Stick Mike Simone almost caught each other there as Red Stick was coming off the inside of the white line thing on the front stretch. But, Red Stick got through him. He's chasing that crawfish.
That 10 of Matt Forns, he's making up a lot of moves right now. He's up 10 positions, and he's your biggest mover as of this moment. We'll see how he is late in the run once his tires start getting worn.
Yeah, Eric Warman is singing a similar tune. He's up 9 spots. Currently sitting in 5th position. Worked his way up to a top 5. So Tony Fry, I don't know if y'all saw the pit times there. Maybe a little 2-tire strategy for the 6.
Had to have been. There's no other way to get a pit done without doing it that way. So
But now he lost another spot just now to Tim Harmon in the 73.
I
I
think
don't know. I think it's a little early to do a 2-tire stop in this race.
Yeah, and I think he might have also been anticipating a second caution to come out after that
Exactly.
first one.
Yeah, I think Tony was thinking, well, cautions breed some cautions, so I'll take a chance, a little gamble, and see if I can make up some track position. Yeah, Travis72 said, yeah, that was McDowell and Suarez. I'll be again.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if it's again. He can tell us. I just was drinking in the garage, had it on. I didn't have the audio on. I just saw him fighting. I thought it was kind of cool, but it could have been a replay. So let's see if that's if it happened again or it was a replay from the last time.
And Nicholas Joyner also joining us on YouTube, saying hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us, Nicholas. Well, it might be mostly single file, but there's some good racing out there, Gary.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 27 of Mike Simone right now. He was sticking to the inside of the 31 of Alan Dixon. Looks like Matt Foran's going to be following him through to try to get another spot.
Check out this pack of cars, pack of 6 cars, led by the 93. They're going 3 wide, a couple rows behind them. 44 Gallinger way up high. That pack has been running real close together. That makes me a little nervous. Yeah, Travis72 said that was round 2 for McDowell and Suarez.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was.
I'll
But,
be.
I was in the garage and there was beers flowing and BS going on. So, cool. I love the fighting.
Man, the 85 and the 44 got real close on the front stretch there.
It's kind of scary, wasn't it? Yeah, here they go again. The 32 and the 44 getting really close. And Ricketts once again running that high line up by the wall. Where's he sitting right now? Jason Ricketts.
Oh, somebody's down there on the
13th.
apron.
Well, that's never a good sign.
Matt Forns. We talked too much about him.
Oh,
His
no.
mustache pulled him down. He's headed into the pits right now, so he broke something. I don't know what really happened.
You know what might have happened is if, taking a drink of beer out of a can, that's always a hazard when you got a long mustache. Trust me, I know. Where one of your hairs gets hung on that little tab, and then you bring your arm down real quick with your beer in your hand, and it just boink. That's probably what happened. He's coming in to cry it off.
You have a great imagination on what was going on in the Ford's rig. I like it.
I've done that a lot of times. They even have memorabilia now with his mustache on, Matt Forns. Go check that out. I don't know how they get to the MDOT store.
It's on the Discord.
Yeah, it's on the Discord. I believe if you go up into the...
There's a Teespring store or something?
Yeah, it's the first category that you'll see under the reaction rules. It's the stock channel.
Okay. Well, we can get you some Matt Forns gear if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah, Nicholas Joyner, sorry, yeah, easy for me to say, says, it's only Monday. I don't know what to do tomorrow or Thursday, off week, for ARCA and trucks.
Well, he could come and watch you guys on your HCK and VRL broadcast if you're doing anything this week.
Great idea. Great idea, Gary.
Make sure, Nicholas, and go to the MDOT TV Facebook page. Make sure you give that a like. Yeah, we got a Super Speedway series tomorrow night featuring Camping World trucks. They run a lot of Super Speedways. And then we got another truck league on Wednesday night. You can catch on MDOT TV as well.
Very competitive leagues, too. They're pretty fun to watch.
They're a lot of fun to watch. They're a lot of fun. Not unlike this league. This is racing is just about as good as you get. I love the Xfinity car. Adam, our last season in MDOT as drivers was in Xfinity, and it was just a blast. I love those cars. Ricketts in the wall again, and Rob Nickel had nowhere to go, and he plowed into the back of the one.
Ouch. Wow. Well, and then you talk about Midwest Days of Thunder.
Yep, they're running tomorrow.
Yeah, well, are they off? He says they're off. Are they off?
Are they off?
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, it's
Off for
progressively.
ARCA and trucks. Yeah, he's right. You're right.
You know, you start in ARCA or trucks, and you work your way to Xfinity and then Cub. It's kind of cool team concepts. If y'all haven't seen it or been a part of it, I think it's a great league. Midwest Days of Thunder. We got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on in Discord. Gary's running the Discord, I think. We got like 800 channels of cool stuff, so a lot of good stuff going on.
Always something going on.
These guys will help you out too if you're having issues with any kind of equipment. There's a lot of help out there, so check out the Midwest Days of Thunder guys, and a lot of cool support out there with this thing.
Well, Francisco up in second. Go ahead there, Gary.
I was gonna say, and I know you guys were talking about how the last season you guys raced as drivers were in Xfinity. I know a few weeks back you were talking about possibly making a team down in ARCA. Has anything came out about that yet, or are you guys still talking about it?
Yeah, the contracts aren't right yet, Gary.
We're in negotiations.
Yeah, we'll get that. Maybe we'll. What I hate to do is jump in an ARCA race and actually ruin it for one of these guys that is trying real hard.
Yeah.
Because I just like to have fun and roll around. Maybe we'll see, Gary. Thanks for asking me. Only if they build us a T-shirt or something, you know, to sell it on the store. Two dummies come back to race.
Now the 51 is now on the back door of Eric Warman. Even though the 51 is a couple of laps down, he's got a little bit fresher tires. The 51 did just pit at lap 31. So he's trying to fight his way through here. We got another taker coming down the pit road. That's Francisco Villarreal pitting from second position. So here we go. We're going to start to see some cycling now, as it's been about 30 laps or so since the last pit.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know who Francisco is, he's a road to pro guy, which means he's almost there to where he could be in that Coca-Cola series. I know there's a lot of work to be put in, but that's how good he is. It's hard just to get to that level of driving, so he's definitely one that's fun to watch out here, and he definitely has a lot of brain power in the racing world, iRacing world.
Well, here comes Grosso, and I heard on the radio we got a few more coming down this lap. I'm not sure if the 81 of Hendricks will be one of them, but because of the guys that did just pit, that'll put Eric Warman up 12 spots. He's now sitting in second place.
Davey, he's got his own plan. He wants to trap everyone a lap down, hoping a wreck will happen. But he's going to come down at some point.
How many times have we seen that with mass pit stops? You know, under green, you got fast cars and slow cars out there at the same time. Guys trying to get down, guys trying to merge. We've seen that happen before. So yeah, that's a smart move.
Yeah, I think I've seen him do it before, and that may be his thing. He's still got control of that thing. I don't care how bad the tires are. Davey can.
Yeah, he's been
can
up there.
Drive it.
He's been up there, kind of.
Matthew Spires going sideways, almost next to Davey. In the 37,
Ooh.
He stayed out of the way of everyone. I think he's on fresh tires, and they just lost it. But he was about to pass Davey there, and that could have been terrible, as Davey Hendricks says he's coming down this time by.
So Warman may stay out just one more lap to get a lap lead here. Wow. 69 got loose, kind of up in the wall, and the 28. I'm sorry, the 23 and the 42 had to take evasive action there.
Yeah, I saw that as well, man. There's a lot of little things happening on the track with cold tires and old tires combining. It's interesting. And people pitting and coming off pit lane, you know. This is kind of the fun part of a race like this, where you're single file.
Oh, yeah. I love the strategy.
Action, yeah, and there's a lot of strategy in it, too.
Eric Warman just announced it on the radio. He is going to come down next time. So he will lead a lap first and then come down and get 4 fresh Goodyears and some fuel. So Anthony Fry, Tony Fry in the 6 Viagra Ford. He is your last guy. Oh, he's in too now. So there we go. This should complete our pit cycle.
And
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's
Only-
gonna cycle Francisco out to your leader. So that's
I
gonna
believe
be
you're
easy.
right.
I don't know when this came through on the YouTube, but Travis says need to stay out another 5 laps to make it on 2 more stops. So he's already done the math. I need to get it.
Yeah, if this stays green, you know, I can see that strategy kind of. You know, they're gonna have to work another stop in there. Is what he's saying.
Well,
I don't think we're done with yellow flags yet, though.
No, but I mean, I don't think we're going to see a bunch of them. I mean, you know, this thing's been pretty straightforward so far. Unfortunately for a couple angry idiot guys, it's their night's over.
Yeah, Kewins and Fiorello will. Looks like they may be
But-
spending the rest of this race in the pits if they can't get these required repairs done. What you got there, Gary?
I was just saying, those guys are racing down for Cup, so they're not really running for points all too much. So
Spires is in the wall with 69.
He is
That didn't-
off the racing surface, so will stay green for the time being.
But
69 also involved in that.
yeah, he's 69, kind of bounced off the wall and hit Spires, and Spires was passing him. So kind of good, bad luck for the 37. And 69 is just trying to hold that thing out there. And he just couldn't hold it there.
Yeah, that's Michael Gerby. He pitted back on lap 36, so not way off of the everybody else's pit strategy here, but we have seen the 69 have a couple of issues tonight. Some of them with that outside barrier. Yeah, Matt Thorne's another one of them drivers that's racing down from Cup. We saw him
ooh,
Friday
Isaac
night had a
Wilson
rough
crashed.
race.
What
Isaac
happened?
Wilson's wrecking.
Well, he just pulled off the track. I don't and manually disconnected, so I didn't get a chance to see what happened with him.
Oh man!
But I don't.
That's it.
The silence is deafening.
Yeah.
So something he probably didn't like would be my guess. So,
Let me click back a lap and see if I can see what happened.
yeah, I'm doing a little backwards looking myself while Gary's running the board.
I'm gonna go back to what I was saying before, though, with Fiorello and Kewins getting taken out early. They're not they're racing down here for fun, so they're not necessarily running for points.
Yeah.
But all the Xfinity guys that are racing down or that are racing here every single week, they all were able to get around it, even with them flipping. So it's good
Well,
to see there was only 2 cars.
But they're competitors, you know.
Yeah.
I guarantee you right now, in the pit of their stomach, Thorns, Fiorello, and Kewins are not happy about not being able to be out there right
Oh,
now
and I would not be
clicking off
either.
laps. No.
Well, I can tell you what happened with Isaac Wilson there. Coming off of turn 2, he just lost it, and it's like a self-induced hit the wall, and I
He
think
pancaked the wall.
probably, I think the car would have been running fine. Maybe he just got a little, you know, mad. Didn't like
Well-
the track. I don't know, something like that. But looks like he's gonna be done for the night.
That, and if you get that immediate message saying you have wheel damage, I mean, you might as well just
Yeah, that could have been.
Yeah.
park it.
That may be what he did. Just hey,
Side by side, Warman and Klein coming here out of the turn, coming out of turn 4. Warman with the advantage there. That's for 5th place. I'm sorry, 6th place. Eric Warman in that EWR Motorsports and also Grumpy Gramps Racing. Co-sponsor on that 113 machine. Yeah,
he's
he's
a move on the 51. Ken Olsen just making the pass cleanly.
Olsen, one of those guys that pitted very early, back on lap 31, so he is on pretty worn tires, and he will go 1 lap down. Francisco holding his own out there, isn't he?
Yeah, and I've been watching for the last 10 laps, and it looks like Davey is really starting to gain on Francisco, but I wonder how much he's pushing and killing his tires the way he's running and trying to gain up as much time as he can on Francisco.
Well, I mean, he may be right now, but once he gets closer to him, I think he doesn't like to be in second place. So, you could see him definitely burning up his tires just to get to him and see if he has anything left as this green flag run rolls on.
Yeah, Davey Hendricks, a longtime member of Midwest Days of Thunder. He did take a season off. He was eligible to move up to Cup quite a long time ago, but not able to make the Thursday night racing. He's staying here Monday night Xfinity racing with us. So that's one of the good things about Midwest Days of Thunder. You can advance as far as you want to advance if you're good enough. And seeing a lot of these guys start in ARCA and work their way all the way up to Cup, gaining experience, gaining teammates. It's the learning curve is fairly steep in iRacing, but if you get the right people around you, Midwest Days of Thunder is one of those places where you can find those type of people. And we got great racing just about any day of the week. So these guys do fun races with each other and stuff on the weekend as well, money races.
So Monday is Xfinity, Tuesday is trucks, right? And then this Wednesday's your night off, Thursday's your ARCA, and then Friday's your Cup, and then Saturday's kind of your fun run and throw together.
Yeah, they do Dirt League as well.
Yeah, I think that's Sunday nights, right?
Yeah,
Derek
Sunday
Schimmel started the Dirt League. So it's awesome.
Yeah, so there's something for everybody here. I can assure you that. If you've got an iRacing account, then you already probably kind of know about Midwest Days of Thunder. Pretty big organization. I don't know how many members they have here in this Discord community. Gary?
Let me go here and check. Let me go to the stats here on the stat bot.
I love the stat bots you put together.
Mike Simone and Alan Dixon passing each other there for a minute. Red Stick Mike Simone's going to come out the victor for now.
Nobody has their middle finger out the window yet with those two?
No, not yet. 31. Pretty civil with everybody.
Yeah, I know, but it'd be like as a fun way. When you see your friend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, look at this.
Looks like.
Yeah, I got one for you, buddy.
Looks like we've got 215 members right now in the Discord.
That's pretty big.
Growing all the time.
I think when we started English, it wasn't that big, was it? I mean,
oh no,
40, 50 guys maybe.
Oh, we only had the one series too, I think.
It just grown.
Or two.
Really cool to see and to be a part of and watch.
So Mike Simone in the 27 DHL machine makes another pass. That's on Tim Harmon in the 73, so he's up to 7th spot, trying to get back up there where he started. Now he's working on Greg Klein, who's running up high. Mike Simone making those, those tires are only 2 laps newer. But Mike Simone driving like he drives. He tries to drive the wheels off that thing. He did tell me pre-race, he said, I don't want to do a pre-race interview, but if I get involved in one of those crashes, you better pull me up in the booth.
Oh, so he wants
he's
to
ready.
talk.
He wants to do some fighting words if he gets wrecked out. So.
Okay.
I was looking at it, and while you were talking about Mike Simone, Davey Hendricks caught up to Francisco, and he was able to get by Francisco really easy on the bottom.
Oh, so reclaiming the lead, the 81 of Davey Hendricks in that McDonald's machine.
I wonder if Francisco's trying to stretch it, though, to save, because he's not running as fast as he was in the beginning of the race. So he might be trying to save a bit of fuel here, get a longer run.
He may be. He's about 0.3 off of Davey's pace. So we shall see. One thing I want to talk to everybody about tonight is our sponsor for Xfinity. We haven't mentioned him all night. That's Joe Archer, Joe's Design Shop on Facebook. Go check him out. This guy paints these cars. He's a very talented graphics design guy. So
Yeah.
hit him up if you've got a business you need a logo for or something like that. He's got pictures of his work on his Facebook page. Go check him out at Joe's Design Shop. Joe's Design Shop.
Yeah, and you didn't mention him. That's sad because Joe's our friend. He's up there right now. Is he
He's been
working with the
busy.
goats or the chickens?
He's got chickens and quail, and
Quail.
he's got a new.
Those are good to
He's
eat.
got a new incubator on order. I follow his farm's
But then they have
Facebook
like
page.
bison or buffalo. What else has he got over there?
No, he doesn't
Just-
have all that.
I don't know
The
what they got.
reports have been
Sorry.
have been greatly exaggerated.
Reindeer? I mean, moose? He's got
He did
something
post a
else in-
picture of an emu today, and I'm not sure if it's
Emu?
something
Do
he's
they-
going to do in the future.
Are those for fighting? Or do the people ride them? Or we have like a...
I think
rodeo
people
with 'em?
joust on their backs. You know, they run at each other and joust.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe
kinda
Joe's doing that. He's out there in the woods now. I mean, there's not much
emu
to do.
joust. Yeah, he's way up by Hudson Lake.
They're probably shooting dice and have a gambling on the emu joust, and maybe even a chicken fight. I don't know. That's frowned upon in
Well.
the United States. But that doesn't mean they don't do it around here.
I don't even think you can do it in Louisiana anymore. I think
You
they're one of the
can't have a
holdouts.
chicken fight. Well, PETA, they're not gonna let you have a chicken fight. But everybody loves a good chicken fight every once in a while.
Harmon and Ricketts side by side coming to the tri-oval. Harmon will make it work, get it to stick, and he'll slide up the track. Ricketts has stuck to that outside line almost all night.
Yeah.
Jason Ricketts, he is one lap down now, it looks like. But he could fight Bob Gallinger in the 44 for that spot. Maybe if they do get a couple of cautions, these guys may get a lap back here on the Lucky Dome or a wave around.
Well, Thomas Stanley just spoke with 81 of Davey Hendricks and let him pass, which is very gentlemanly. As so a lot of that happens, lap cars, guys trying to stay out of the way of the faster cars.
Tommy Stanley in that number 7 Aaron's Dream Machine
I tell you,
Toyota
that paint
Supra.
job, it looks good. I like the colors on that
Yep.
car.
He's one of our crew chief guys, I think, for his team. On is it on Cup night? He does crew chief.
Yeah, he does Cup, and I think he also crew chiefs for his truck and ARCA teams as well.
So wears many hats.
Travis says, throw a caution. I think I see debris in turn 3. No, let's save that. We'll
Yeah.
probably need that with about 5 or 6 to go. The old debris on the racing surface.
And I know we were talking about Thomas Stanley, and he's a really good crew chief as well. I know he crew chief Angel to a championship last season in Xfinity.
Is he TMJ Motorsports?
Thomas is the owner of Team Motorsports, yes.
Okay, excellent.
Him and
They
Joe
got a few
Archer.
trucks. They got a few cars running out there tonight, including the 42, the 23, the 37 of Stanley, and Michael Gerby in the 69. That's one thing I love, Adam, is the team concept they got at Midwest Days of Thunder. The 4-car team max, first time owners can run, was it 2? Their inaugural season, and then they can run 4 cars after.
Yeah, something like
so.
that. There's a lot of rules to it because it's evolved, but
Yeah.
it really simulates the actual NASCAR
They do
deal,
it right.
And then you can own cars in every series, so you can bring your drivers up and down. Let's say you got a guy that's kind of a great driver, you can work him up, and then if you got one that you don't like as much, you can drag him down. I mean,
Yeah.
and as a driver, you're kind of like a free agent. If you hate your team, you go to another team. You like to be that guy. So there's a lot of different things going on with this series, but the team aspect is probably the coolest part about it.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry
a
for the-
team owner myself here for I've got a team in Xfinity, ARCA, and trucks. I've got a few guys down in ARCA that I'm looking at
Oh.
bringing up here in a few seasons or next season.
Oh, you're watching all the competition right here, and you're doing some research. I see what you're doing over there with your little empire, Gary. Trying to get the best driver in the position to do the best thing. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what you're trying to do, just like the rest of everybody else.
Yep.
Sorry for coughing in y'all's ear. I thought I was muted there for a second, but I was watching the 92 and the 31 had a great battle that last lap. Looks like Greg Klein got the better of that one. Dixon in the 31
Nah, you weren't
did
muted,
his
man.
best there.
Almost called the medics.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mashed the button and then I started coughing. I looked and my light was still on. I'm like, dadgummit. Didn't mash it hard enough.
Does people outside of the region that you and I kind of live in, do they know what mashing a button is?
Well, pressing a button, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
What
but I
everybody
don't
else did. When I was taught to drive a stick shift truck by my grandpa, who's rest his soul from Catahoula Parish, Louisiana, he said, "Mash the clutch, now mash the gas, now mash it, mash it."
I've heard that same person before. I've heard that one. 3 on the tree. Mash it.
3 on the tree. That's what it was.
Oh, 69 is in the wall again on the inside. Michael Gervais.
Somebody stopped on the apron there,
Yeah, 69
going
on
into
Michael
3.
Gervais.
I think that was.
A few guys are coming into the pits. I was looking at it, looked like Francisco got a little bit loose on pit entry, but I think he was able to slow it down and get under that pit speed limit.
Back to a little bit of action with this in and out of the pits. Francisco definitely did his research.
Red Stick Mike Simone is in the 27th.
Michael Gervais, after that spin, no harm, no foul. It was just him involved. He's coming into the pits to fix some of that damage he has, and he has a lot.
Steven Davis and Rob Nickel coming in as well.
Side
And
by
Joshua
side across
Grosso.
the film.
Cars for Life said, let's go TMJ and HSR. What's HSR, Gary?
HSR is my team. Hernandez
Oh.
Stack Racing.
I wonder. Oh, God, now I'm starting to understand this whole thing.
They're
Angel's
bigger,
having
than,
a-
they're bigger
Huh?
than Prestige Worldwide, man.
That's what I'm saying. They got big plans. But Angel, are you going to talk to Angel? He's down a little bit right now. Are you going to have to go down there and chastise him, or you think he's going to make it? You think he'll be all right?
I think he'll be alright. We ran the 24 hours of Daytona earlier in the year, and he was pretty alright for that, so I think he'll be alright here too.
A whole mess of cars, including our leader, Davey Hendricks, Tim Harmon, and Greg Klein. That'll leave Warman and Giberson, your leaders. But Eric Warman just announcing on the radio, pitting this time. So
Eggworm. Who?
Eric Warman.
Oh, is that what we call him? Nickel got loose.
Eggworm.
That's what I heard. My ears heard that from you. I don't know if that was.
Oh, man.
We got scrambled in the air somewhere. You got that Air Force
Well,
base close by.
Sometimes
Scrambling.
my thoughts get scrambled between my brain and my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a
Common
pattern
factor.
here. Every
Well,
time these guys come down
Enlighten
for green flag pit stops, it looks like Francisco is shuffling out as your leader, so I think he practiced that pit road entry and he's got it down to a science to where when he's coming in.
Well,
I'm
and
sure who does.
he pitted at 74, full service. Hendricks pitted at 77 here a couple laps ago. So the difference in tires will reveal itself fairly quickly, I believe. So we'll see Hendricks begin to eat away at that 3.2 second lead that Francisco has on him. But you can't think about it that way, Adam, can you? I mean, you just gotta race your own race, and as long as you hit your marks, and do what you're supposed to do, you'll do good things. You'll catch that guy that you're trying to catch.
Yeah, I mean, that's technically what you should be doing is race you
Race
versus
the
the
track.
track. But you know, you start getting that, you see that guy, and you're watching your relative, and you're listening to maybe your teammates. So as much as you can say, hey, let's just race the track, race the track, it never works that way. You start watching your relative and paying attention, and that's when you get real racing. And sometimes that real raciness brings out a lot of anger and hatred, which is fun for me because I like that kind of stuff.
Well, and the 81 also was concerned with some of the lap traffic that he was coming up on, and there was about 3 cars there he zigzagged in and out of, and didn't lose any time. In fact, he gained some time on the 24. So I know the 24s have to deal with some of the same struggles with some lap traffic, but it's all clear out in front of him right now.
Yeah, Yahtzee.
Francisco up 9 spots overall, still sitting in your lead for now. So these guys clicking off some laps tonight.
I think
At what,
Francisco's
83
hoping for a
laps?
caution. That way he can stay out in front of Davey here and get that outside jump on the restart.
Well, and he doesn't want the caution to happen too quickly, right? He wants to put a few more laps down, and then hope for a caution, just to ensure that all the guys behind him are going to pit with him. You know, Davey's not gonna try to race him on older tires. He'd like to pick up some new tires too. Check out Joshua Grosso in the 23 machine. He can see the leaders up there, 4.9 seconds behind. Did a pretty damn respectable job out there in the 23 tonight, that Kodak machine.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who is he's fast. He's one of the dark horses down here in the Xfinity.
Mm-hmm. He's faster than the leader right now by a 10. Over a 10. A couple less laps on them tires, but yeah, well, Josh was doing a pretty good job out there tonight.
But man, I am really looking forward to next season in Xfinity because with a lot of the guys from ARCA and Truck that the series I've been broadcasting with Isaac, there are a lot of good drivers down there who are going to be coming up to Xfinity next season. So they'll give Francisco and Davey a run for their money next season, and it's going to be pretty entertaining to watch.
Who from ARCA are you going to be watching once they move up? Maybe a few names that we could talk about that new drivers to the series and stuff that we really haven't heard from. Who are you watching, Gary, and who do we need to be watching for in Xfinity next season as rookies?
I know a couple names down there that have been pretty good. Have been Gene Wolfe, Alex Forget, and Joshua O'Connor. I know they're really good down in ARCA and Trucks, and they put on a heck of a show every single week.
Adam, that's a guy. That's a guy we know, don't we?
Yeah, well, Alex Forget Berube, that guy can drive. I don't know, is he in the truck series?
Yeah, he's in Truck and ARCA right now.
Yeah, he probably.
Oh man,
you'll see him in Cup if he wants to be shortly, because he is a damn good driver. I'm glad that he found this league because we've seen him out there before and some of the other stuff we do. So
he's it's so fun to watch him, and it's so fun to talk to him. He's from up in Quebec, French Canadian guy, and very humble dude, very very talented driver. I can't wait to see him move up and run in Xfinity. Alex is one of those guys that we talk about these guys before, Adam. Guys that just seem to have natural talent. Alex Forget Berube is one of those guys.
Yeah, but that's a good spot on your part there, Gary, because he's a definitely up and comer for here, but he's been around this iRace community for a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. I haven't got a chance to watch too many of those races. It's like our one night off to take a break.
Yeah, that's my date night. So
I just turn this thing off, turn off the rig, and hang out. Boy,
Yeah,
this thing is going green for a while. This is
I'm telling you.
pretty amazing that they've lasted this long without any mayhem, death, or anger.
And here comes Davey knocking on Francisco's back bumper right now.
With 20 to go, actually a little less now.
Do you think these guys will have to come in and pit again?
Where do they pit? 74, 77? Ooh, it's going to be close. I bet they do.
Yeah, look at him trying to get on the outside of Francisco there.
These guys ran, what, 38 laps or so on the first run?
If they have to
40
come,
lap? Oh. It's going to be damn close.
Well, they have a hell of a battle up front here. Francisco is looks like he kind of conceded there to Davey.
Yeah, he did.
I think they got a little tight on each other a minute ago, and let's save that fight for about 10 laps to go. I think is probably what Francisco's thinking in his mind.
yeah. Cars for Life on YouTube, he's saying, what are y'all's thoughts on Jonathan Nance and Joshua Banks? A couple of ARCA drivers down there. Those guys are pretty good too. I know they race on Jonathan Nance, he races on my team for ARCA, and he's pretty good, and Joshua Banks already has a few wins down there. Those guys will definitely be moving up next season
We'll
as well.
see them. But and also Travis 72 says anything after 75 should be good. So the only borderline driver may be Francisco on 74.
Yeah.
If
Mike
Travis
Simone,
is
the
gonna-
way he runs that car, he might be close.
Yeah.
Alan Dixon pitted on 73. A caution could change all that. But if these guys get a caution, let's not kid ourselves. They're all going to come down and get the first tires.
Oh yeah.
We saw lead lap cars will.
This is gonna be an interesting fuel mileage race. I don't think have we had one yet in Xfinity this season?
I don't recall us having one, but could be wrong. I've slept a few times since.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened last time. Unless there was a fight involved, Gary, I'm not quite sure. Those
Well,
are the things I remember.
Who was it? Travis was saying, "Hey, man, I think I see debris." Yeah, somebody needs to definitely throw a roll bar pad out the window or something here.
Or look
to
at
get some fresh tires and some fueled up race cars.
fans throwing trash out there to help their favorite driver bring out a yellow.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you got to make it count. You got to throw like a U joint or something. 'Cause if you throw like a beer can, they're probably not gonna stop the race. You gotta smuggle a U joint into the track and chuck that over the fence. And it's heavy, so you know it's gonna carry some distance.
You could kill someone doing that. What is wrong with you? Is this what y'all come up with in Louisiana? This is the kind of stuff y'all think about? No, we don't need to do that. Not as a fan, nowhere. I'm gonna have to come down there and I'm gonna have the
Oh,
NASCAR
whoa!
officials talk
Who
to
are you? Who are you, Johnny Knighty? Don't come down here and put a whooping on me now.
No, I'm not gonna do some kind of fighting. I'm just gonna come down there and I'm gonna tell the NASCAR officials they need to have a talk with you about spreading misinformation. You know,
They're
we'll
gonna
probably get banned from Facebook spreading misinformation. Look at you.
I have to gotta go to the backup account. But Davey Hendricks with now 2.6 seconds on Francisco Villarreal. So Davey's out there with older tires. Oh no, he's 3-lap newer tires. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's out there cooking, man. Putting together some great laps.
It's pretty typical of what Davey does. I mean, Davey wins. Davey likes to win. And so far, He's in command right now.
What was that movie, Big Daddy? Remember the kid playing cards with everybody and I win,
I don't remember that, but sounds funny.
Yeah, that's cool. Alan Dixon fighting his way through some lap cars, trying to put something together. Still on the lead lap here. 31 Coke Zero Sugar machine coming down the backstretch here. Vanilla straightaway. 32 of Michael Giberson right behind with a 37 Aspires. There's a lap car. He's missing a little bit of sheet metal on the front.
Yeah, you don't need it.
At least he's still out there running, trying to pick up a couple of attrition positions, I'm sure.
Yeah, 37 of Matt Spires, he's one of those guys who he comes out and runs each and every single week. It don't matter how he does. It don't matter if he gets involved in a wreck. He's going to run as long as he can. Because he enjoys it.
Yeah. And you're going to get better. The more you run, the better you're going to be.
Yeah, nobody likes a quitter. So if you're out there and putting in the laps as Thomas Girth comes down into the pit road, maybe he's got something up his sleeve here, or just trying to survive this thing at this point, probably.
And it looks like Michael Gervey, the driver of the 69 car, is done for the night.
Well, he was having a lot of issues, but hey, doesn't matter. He gained 4 spots on people, so.
Yeah, he went ahead and retired that car. Put it back on the trailer, boys. There's always next week. Eric Warman, who led a couple of laps earlier, running up in the front there.
I heard somebody get up in the wall.
I heard an engine blow. I didn't know if that was coming from the pit lane or what, but I definitely heard that. Those of you that have been on iRacing for a long time, you know that signature sound of an engine blowing up. I'm not sure where it came from, though.
Oh, Francisco was trying to get around.
31 in the outside wall.
Well, he was trying to stay away and get out of Francisco's way in the 24. So 24 is trying to get through some of this mess in front of him.
Yeah, a lot of the turn 1 wall is all down the side of the 31's car there.
Cars for Life says if a caution comes out, do you Francisco and Hendricks, do you pit or stay out?
Pit, baby. I'm definitely going to
pit for fresh tires.
100%.
I think everybody's going to agree with you there on that one.
Trav72 said if you don't pit, you'd be ate up by turn 3. Yeah. 100% true.
Yeah, so there's your answer. But it's also if it's a green-white checker maybe, and wouldn't it be follow the leader? Follow the leader? You gotta kind of stay with where you're at.
No. This many laps on these tires, even if I'm in 5th place or 3rd place or 6th place, I'm stopping to get 4 because I've got a shot now. Green, white checker, that's several laps to go around and get it. So, no, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm not gonna screw around with 2 either. I'm gonna get 4 tires. I'll take the hit on track position. I might lose 4 or 5 spots because the guys running the back half of the field are probably going to stop and get fresh tires too.
Well, they're going
to
too. I always did, but
why
let's
not?
thank Joe's Design Shop once again, Joe Orchard. What's he got, a Facebook page where you can check him out? Check out all
Yes,
those
sir.
cool
Yeah, facebook.com/Joe's Design.
Well, that makes it pretty easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's Meta, isn't it? Meta. That's where he's at now in the metaverse.
He's in Canada, man.
Oh yeah, that doesn't account for Meta.
But yeah, you wouldn't think that. You would have thought that name would have been taken. Joe's Design Shop. That's such a common name. He is Joe's Design Shop on Facebook. So. Well, we're winding it down here, boys. Only got a couple laps left here to go. Davey Hendricks kind of setting it on cruise control now.
Yeah.
3.5 seconds ahead of Francisco Villarreal.
Snuck up on you, didn't it?
And I'll tell you, when it goes green this long, this race just flies by. And I kind of wish it was a little bit longer because we've seen some great racing out here. It hasn't been just single file, everybody running in a single line all the way around here. We still got side-by-side battles going on.
White
Strategy
flag is
working
out.
into the deal.
Right.
I'm surprised these guys didn't have a caution later in the race. This has been some pretty good green flag racing. And it was pretty fun to watch and broadcast.
So Francisco Villarreal coming around here, taking second place.
Davey.
Behind Davey Hendricks, a little over 3 seconds in front of him here.
Yeah.
And that 81 McDonald's Toyota. So
Josh Grasso, Eric Warman, Angel Hernandez, Mike Simone, Tim Harmon, Greg Klein, Michael Giberson, and then Alan Dixon are going to round out that top 10. Man,
a 42 kind of took a swipe at the 7. That's a teammate there, I believe. But, just having a little fun after the flag.
Yeah, the 7's his cup team owner, so they're having a little fun out there.
One of the big stories tonight, Eric Warman in the 113 finishing in 4th place after starting 10 positions back in 14th. So way up there in the top.
yeah, they're already over there trying to tech Davy's car. Well,
Yeah.
I think most of us know you could tech it all you want. That guy can drive, and
Well,
they're
it might
just
have been
they're
for
just
some of
having
these
fun with
guys.
it.
I mean, Francisco ran several laps longer on the same tank of fuel, so he might have some fuel in his roll bar or something as well.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that anymore. It's not like the 70s, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you got to hide that fitting,
Some of these
somewhere
guys
where
are
they
probably
might see
wearing it like it's their jug of water,
Ryan
around them.
Ryan Newman really weighs 120 pounds.
Yeah, it's all
All
the rest
all that under his fire suit is
They
fuel.
they don't even care. They just put the fuel in there. That's how bad they want to win.
Well,
Looks
what an
like you
amazing
got-
race tonight. Who we got there, Gary?
Looks like you got the 88 of Rob Nickel. He's your biggest mover tonight. He's up 12 positions from where he started. Why don't we
Alright,
pull
well,
up
we-
the 23 of Joshua Grosso here for some
Let's
driver
do it.
reviews?
All right. Hey, Josh, it's Adam, Alan, and Gary up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I do.
Man, what a solid performance out there from you tonight. I wouldn't say it's surprising, though, because you're pretty damn consistent every week. You started in 3rd tonight and finished in 3rd. What was it like out there tonight? Talk about a little bit about strategy and did it really play out like you thought it would?
Yeah, dude, it was like pretty much just saving tires the whole time as much as I could. I'm happy that we got we only had one caution. That was amazing, so we could actually get into the strategy a little bit. I really enjoyed that, and I almost got Francisco at the end. If he would have pitted a lap earlier, I would have gotten him. Because he ran out of fuel like right at the line.
Well, I mean, you had a heck of a run, and I think we're starting to see you up front every week. So, congrats and good luck on the next one.
Thank you, man.
Up next up, we got number 13 of Francisco Villarreal. He's your second place finisher.
Hey, Francisco, it's the guys up at the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. Got y'all.
Man, did you run out of fuel right there on the line or what? I mean,
Oh yeah, I was shutting it down. I'm talking about like in the corner, letting off early, shutting it down. holding the clutch in, just letting it coast, and just gunning it on the exit. And right when I crossed the line, he started sputtering. So I just made it.
Well, awesome effort out there. Is that saving fuel by shutting the engine off and stuff made the difference because instead of a second place, you probably would have ended up about 18th or 19th place. So great job on doing that. I'm sorry, 15th place, probably right there at the end of the lead lap. But great racing out there tonight.
It was extremely fun. Davey got me with pit strategy and everything. He was definitely faster. I was able to keep up with him, but after I made that error on my part of pitting too early, he was able to run away with fresher tires and just he's extremely fast.
Yeah, well, you made a heck of a run like we've seen before with you and but y'all had a really good battle, you and Davey. I thought y'all put a lot of thought into it, and your strategy didn't work out, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work out next week. So look forward to seeing you two fight it out the rest of the season. You got anybody you want to thank or anything like that before we let you go?
Shout out to my gaming org and shout out to my sponsors. I got Thomas Stanley being my sponsor. I got St. Louis Leviathans. I want to give a shout out to them, showing support to everybody. Shout out to y'all for putting on the broadcast. And I mean, shout out to my teammates, shout out to everybody in this race. It was just fun. I had a blast. So grateful to be here.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it, and good luck on the next one.
Appreciate it.
See you Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he'll be working with us Friday. He won't be.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
he won't be having fun racing.
He has more fun racing. I think he's very positive when he's right. I
tell you what,
like
he had
the
a blast
attitude.
tonight.
Yeah, he had fun,
Oh,
man.
man.
That's good. As long as you're having fun, you're doing something right, even if you're in last place. This is about having fun, really.
Why don't we pull up our race winner here, Davey Hendrickson, number 81.
Hey, Davey, it's the guys up at the booth. You got us?
I do.
Hey, you getting sick of talking to us yet, or what, man? What a performance out there today. Francisco did let us in on something. He was shutting his engine down in the turns and coasting around with the clutch mashed in and trying to save some fuel. And he ran out right at the line. How close were you on fuel? I know you were watching it.
Oh, I was. And no, I'm not tired of talking to y'all. I like y'all too much.
Wise.
I mean, I pitted 3 or 4 laps after him, so I was already in the good, I think. But like as soon as I passed him on that last run for the lead back, I probably spent the next 10 laps or so doing the same thing, clutching in, coasting until about midway through the corner, and letting get back into it on the way out. I just wanted to be sure that I was in the good. So I don't blame him for having to save that much. But I knew when he pit as early as he did, he was gonna have to save a lot more than I had to, which came, lucky for me.
Yeah, 3 laps doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean that's a lot of miles. It really is, and it did make quite a bit of difference. But yeah, glad you were able to keep yourself to the good and finish under power out there. But great race tonight.
I liked it. I'm glad we did as much green flag racing as we did. It's not often we get to people see that, but I liked it. I like seeing how we save tires and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of strategy played out. Like right there, and the guys on YouTube were saying it. Lap 75. If you pit it after that, you should be good, and they were right because I think Francisco pitted on 74, and he was struggling there. So we had a lot of good interaction. I know it was really kind of fun to watch. No real wrecks. We had a couple incidents, but it was really clean. No fighting, no anger, no hatred. What in the world? I mean, it's not my kind of race. I love that stuff, but of course you're out front, and we didn't jinx you. So good job, man. And you have anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Oh, I got to thank everyone who showed up. I feel like we had a pretty good sized field tonight. I know we had that one wreck at the beginning that kind of killed Kuhns and Farello and a couple more. I would like to see what Kuhns could have did with a clean car because he beat me for pole. Everyone for watching, you guys up in the booth, all the admins for putting this on. The sponsors for Xfinity, I'm pretty sure it's Joe Archer and his paint business that does it. Appreciate him coming on and sponsoring us. All my teammates, Simone was down there keeping me company, helping me out, trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. I think that's about it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Another victory for Davey Hendricks in the McDonald's machine.
Ooh, boys. Well, where are we heading next week? Have y'all looked ahead in the schedule at all?
Man, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. Why are you asking me questions like that? Gary has the whole thing set up to where he knows where everything is. Gary, where are we at next week?
I believe next week we are going to New Hampshire. Across
Yeah,
the
this is something
board.
we should-
Lord.
This is something we should talk about before the thing, but
Can
all the way
can I
across
take
the
a
board.
week off.
No, no,
Okay.
you can't. The union, we take our week off, during the summer months. That's a union deal. That's in our contract. You're gonna have to keep
Well,
working.
I tell you what, it was agonizing to race at New Hampshire. I hope watching it will be a lot better. So I'm really hoping that's what happens next week. So
Well, quit
definitely
complaining.
tune in and see. I
It'll
hope I
be
didn't
fun.
turn any of our viewers off.
No, it's a fun place. It's like, it's like you can say what you want about Pocono. I don't like Pocono when people hit me all the
Well,
time.
I ruined it
But
for you.
maybe that's what happened to you in New Hampshire, and that's why you have a bad taste in your mouth for it.
Oh,
So
maybe so.
I'm looking forward to it. Anything with these guys with the Midwest Days of Thunder on their car, I think we're gonna have fun. So do this race rundown and
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about where everybody's driver finished today. As Davey Hendricks pulled off another win tonight, starting on the outside in the front row. The 81 Toyota McDonald's machine, Davey Hendricks finishing in first place. 3.5 seconds behind him, Francisco Villarreal in the 24. Another one of those guys that he pitted just a few laps before Davey, and he was doing everything he could to save gas and hope somebody else ran out, and just didn't happen tonight. And Joshua Grasso, one of the guys that said, and I hope these guys run out of fuel so I can catch them, and got really close to Francisco. Not able to make it happen, but a 23 machine putting on one heck of a show out there, finishing right where he started in third place. Eric Warman in the 113. What a performance tonight by him in the Eric Warman racing machine, the GGR car. Started in 14th place, finished in fourth. What a great run. Very, very consistent. Led a few laps out here when we did have some cautions. So great job by Eric. The 42 at Angel Hernandez worked his way a couple of spots up tonight to snag that top 5. The 27 of Mike Simone, Red Stick Mike, slipped a couple spots tonight. Started outside row 2 and finished in 6th, but still pretty solid finish, getting some points tonight. 73 of Tim Harmon, Angry Idiot, slipped a couple spots as well. Started in the top 5, finished in 7th, still really solid. And the last car on the lead lap is Greg Klein in the 92. Greg had some really, really close racing tonight. A lot of it with the 31 and a couple other machines out there. But the Andolini's Pizzeria machine of 92 finished in 8th place. Michael Giberson in the 32 machine, your first car one lap down in 9th, but he didn't start up in the front either. He started way back in the back and worked his way up tonight. So great job snagging the top 10. And your last car in the top 10, Alan Dixon, Slider Dixon, in the 31 Coke Zero Sugar machine, finished also one lap down right there in 10th.
yeah, the number 6, Anthony Fry in that Pfizer machine. They don't only do Viagra, they do COVID vaccines too. So you might want to check them out. Pfizer, and he ended up in 11th. 88 of Rob Nickel, 12th. The 85 of Stephen Davis ended up in 13th spot. Number 7 of Thomas Stanley had a pretty good run tonight, 14th. 44 of Bob Gallagher, 15th. Number 1 of Jason Ricketts ended up in 16th spot. 91 of Thomas Girth, 17th. 37 of Matthew Spires, 18th. 51 of Ken Olson, 19th. 69 of Michael Gerby had all kinds of trouble out there, but managed to squeak out a 20th spot. Isaac Wilson in a 93. I don't know. He had a rough one, and I just called it a day in 21st. Matt Fornes, mustache got in his way, ended up 22nd. Then the two angry idiots, Eric Fiorillo and Alan Kewins, had an incident early, and that was the day end of their day. So that's the end of it, boys.
Yeah, a lot of frustration for several of the drivers that finished right there in the bottom. But, you know, when you race down, you know, we talked about it earlier today. It's not the end of the world, but definitely some hurt pride, and
Oh yeah.
those guys they definitely wanted to do better. But hey, man, they're getting race on Friday, so
Yeah, there's always
No,
another race. There's always
that's
something
right.
else to. You got to be positive. You got to take a positive spin out of this race, no matter where you
Mhm.
finish. Go ahead, Gary.
I believe they're racing next Friday because in Cup we got an off week this week.
Man, everybody's off, huh?
Yep,
Ooh,
everyone
man.
except Xfinity.
What am I
guess
going to do with
I
myself?
won't expect a paycheck in the mail then.
Yeah, don't hold
Alright.
your breath on that one.
Well, at least a 6-pack voucher. Maybe y'all can donate your vouchers to us when we start
Alright.
getting the ration cards for beer.
We'll start getting the ration cards in.
We'll take that. But I had a lot of fun watching this thing tonight. It was single file, but you got to see a lot of strategy. So cool deal tonight for Midwest Days of Thunder Xfinity Series.
A lot of strategy, and surprisingly enough, quite a bit of side-by-side racing. Guys actually fighting for positions, and a couple of slide jobbing guys, a couple of guys running unique lines, different lines, like we saw the one running. But let's go ahead and put this thing to bed tonight. We want to thank one more time our sponsor, Joe's Design Shop, over there on Facebook. Go ahead and give him a like and follow his page, and check out some of the work he's done with his graphic design business, designing company logos, painting race cars. The guy does some really great work. So thank you so much, Joe Archer of Joe's Design Shop. Once again, check him out on Facebook. Well, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining us all, everybody over there on the YouTube channel, chatting us up over there. We appreciate every one of you. You're the reason why we do this. And we'll see you guys next time. For myself, Alan English, and Gary Sack, and Adam Turner, we gone.
See ya.
We'll see y'all next week.